He loved his cities in the clouds. When he traveled to the lands below, he brought many reminders of his home. So we got Maluku, the Clouded Mirror. His power is a 2/4. So awesome. Ooh, we've got Nazahala, Primal Tide, cost 7, legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur. This spell can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card, discard 3 cards, exile Nizala, Niza, Nizahal, Nizahal, I don't know, Primal Tide, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Dang, okay, cool. So, like, I could do that, like, if somebody was going to destroy him, I could just exile it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. I already have, like, plenty of these. Scrounge of Fleets. 7. It's creature Kraken. When Scrounge of Fleets enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponent controls with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. 6/6. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I already have it. I was hoping for something else, but it's cool. He's kind of better off in this deck than the other deck, so I'll probably take the other one out and maybe sell that one. I'll sell one of those. Shipbreaker Kraken 5. It costs 6, my bad. 6 mana to play. Creature Kraken. And you can pay monstrosity 4. If this creature isn't a monstrous, put 4 +1/+1 counters on it and it becomes monstrous. So it'll be a 10/10. Okay, sweet. But that's heavy. That's 8 plus an additional 6. So you're looking at 14. 14 mana just to get him to be a monstrosity. Maybe should have made it more. Because, like, whatever. When Shipbreaker Kraken becomes monstrous, tap up to 4 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's untap steps for as long as you control Shipbreaker Kraken. That definitely equates to 14. So that's cool. That's a really cool Kraken card. Nice. Oh, whoa. This Sphinx. Ooh, Sphinx of Uthun. Uthun. Sphinx of Uthun. Uthun. Release the Sphinx. And it's 7, creature Sphinx. It's got flying. When Sphinx of Uthun enters the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So it's a Sphinx with a fact or fiction effect. Sweet. And it's a 5/6. Ooh, nice. Stormtide Leviathan. It costs 8 mana to play. Creature, Leviathan. Okay. Island Walk. This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an island. Ooh. All lands are islands in addition to their other types. Creatures without flying or island walk can't attack. What? Oh, so no matter what, I'm getting that. Your life points. That's awesome. Tromocractus 7. Legendary creature, Kraken. Tromocractus has hexproof unless it's attacking or blocking. Tromocractus can't be blocked unless all creatures defending player controls block it. If any creature that player controls doesn't block this creature, it can't be blocked. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we got that. Basically just says the exact same thing. Okay. 8/8, but they have to do that because some of these people just don't understand words that play Magic, I swear. Some of them, they just make up their own rules. 8/8. Oh, another sorcery. So we got Whelming Wave. It's a 4 mana drop. Return all creatures to their owner's hands except for krakens, leviathans, octopuses, and serpents. I can see why this appeals to Thessa. Korea. Yeah, none of these had those. Cool. Okay, Avenger of Zendikar. Ooh, nice. It's a 7 mana drop, creature elemental. When Avenger of Zendikar enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 green plant creature token for each land you control. Okay, cool. Gonna get a bunch. Get a bunch. bunch of them little green plant creature tokens. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a 1/1 counter on each plant creature you control. Savage. Nice. But it's 7, so it's not gonna happen later on, and you know how it is by the end of the, you may be getting some land drops, but you can get those ones that bring it back to your hand. So, eh, who knows? Malimo, Morrow, Sorcerer, and it's a 7 mana drop, legendary creature, elemental. I swear this looks like the alien from believe the movie was called District 9. It's got trample. That's badass. Malimo Morrow, Sorcerer's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Whew. Nice. Sweet. Rampaging Balals. It's a 4. It's a 6 mana drop. Creature beast. It's got trample and landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may create a 4/4 green beast creature token. It's got 6/6. So that's pretty heavy. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Ramanup Excavator, another snake creature, Naga Cleric. Awesome. Naga. 3/3 to play. 3 mana. You may play lands from your graveyard. It's a 2/3. Nice. We got a Trestodon. Terrastodon. Okay. And it's an 8 mana drop, creature elephant. When Terrastodon enters the battlefield, you may destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents. For each permanent put into the graveyard this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green elephant creature token. Wow. So if I have him and my Naga, I'm just gonna be playing, dude. Oh man, that's awesome. What? Verdant Sun's Avatar 7. This is a really pretty card. So cool. It's a dinosaur creature. It's a dinosaur avatar. Whenever Verdant Sun's Avatar or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness, or another creature enters. Oh, that's good. That's a really good card. I'm so happy I got that. Fathom Mage. She's a sexy little thing with the red hair. Oh, so beautiful. She got all the runes up and down her arm, on her chest. So pretty. And it's a 4 mana drop. Creature human wizard. Evolve. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if its creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever a 1/1 counter is put on Fathom Mage, you may draw a card. That's a good one, too. Merc Fiend Liege. Look at him, he's just chilling out in that water. He's like, oh, I'm just a liege. I do nothing except for hang out and be leisurely. He's a 5/5, 5 mana drop. Creature horror. Other green creatures you control get +1/+1. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. Untap all green or blue creatures you control during each other player's untap step. So I get to attack, and then as long as he's on the field, I get to untap all of my creatures after I attack. Savage, because he's just right at his untap step, so that's at the beginning of their turn. Really good card, really good card. Awesome. I'm so happy I'm getting more cards that are worth my money. Cards that are actually worth playing. Like, definitely worth the value. And I said this last time when I bought the $20 commander box, and I'm pretty happy. Like, my buddy, he said his other commander box, he got like maybe a dice or something, or a few more hollows. I don't really like. Everybody knows I love hollows, but when it comes to choosing hollows versus cards that are actually worth it, I'll choose the cards that are actually worth it over a hollow. The hollow is kind of like an extra cent they pay for the hollows, and it's not that much, but it's definitely nice to have a hollow, but not necessary to play. So, especially when it comes to playing, I'd rather play than have something that's shiny. Having something that's shiny is pretty cool. Um, I personally believe that they should be able to make more hollows though, because honestly, adding holographic filament to a card is not expensive. It's not. It's just an extra process to the card. But either way, super glad that I got these cards. Definitely worth it for gameplay. Definitely advise you to pick up some of these. Get the new ones that came out, I believe, at the beginning of this year, or I think they dropped when Zendikar Rising came out. There was two of them: Sneak Attack, and some other is another landfall one, but and then there's a red one, another red one other than this one. I would have to look it up, but you guys can do that yourselves. Simic Sky Swallower. Okay. 7 mana to play. Creature is a Leviathan, and it's got flying and trample. Shroud. This creature can't be the target of spells or abilities. Nice. We've bred out the shortcomings of the species' natural form and replaced them with assets of our own design. Mormivig, 6/6. That's good, Leviathan. Nice. So now we're on to, I'm going to break this down a little bit further so that I don't know how many more. I think we're going to start hitting the lands. Spitting Image, nice. It costs 6 mana to play. It's a sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target creature. Retrace, you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other costs. Spitting is the customary greeting between a creature and its magical imposter. Really? Okay. Well, I'm gonna spit on my doppelganger next time I see him. Okay. Seer's Sundial. Artifact. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. 4/4. Okay. Um. I don't know how I feel about this card. The shadow travels toward the apex. I predict we will soon see the true measure of darkness. Oh, well, I don't believe so, but whatever. Oh wow, this was actually one of my first cards. Was a Meteor Golem. It's a 7/7, 7 mana drop, artifact creature golem. When Meteor Golem enters the battlefield, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. The impact sent the soldiers scattering. Then something came out of the crater. And it's a 3/3. This was one of my very first cards of Magic, so I'm really happy I got another one. Although, not gonna lie, the 7 mana drop is ridiculous. Just to destroy a target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Yeah, right. Oh, it's a 3/3 creature. So what? Okay. I don't know. Well, hold on a second. It's only when he enters the battlefield. So, not really that cool. So, we're getting into these lands now. So, this is Signet. It costs 2 to play. And one of these artifacts this is stupid. You pay 2 to play it onto the field, and then you got to pay 1 mana to get 2 mana. Basically, you're by paying 1 mana, you're only getting a mana. It's absolutely worthless and stupid. So the picture's cool, but other than that, real stupid. For the side mech combine, it's Seagull serves not as an emblem of honor, but as a trademark. Its familiar image on any biological commodity attests to superb craftsmanship, ingenious innovation, and higher cost. That's kind of like how designers are, yeah, with their designer clothes, but realistically, it's definitely not superb craftsmanship. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's definitely not ingenious innovation. Nope, nope. And but it is definitely a higher cost for absolutely fucking nothing. We got Soul Ring. We all know what that is. Pay 1, and then you get an artifact where you get 2 colorless mana. Sweet. Swiftfoot Boots. Pay 2. Equip creature has hexproof and haste, and you pay 1 to equip it. So it's 3. Awesome. Blighted Woodland. You can add 1 manaless creature, or I can pay 4 mana to sacrifice Blighted Woodland and search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tap, and then shuffle my library. Command Tower. Anybody who plays Commander knows what the Command Tower is. You add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. When defeat is near and guidance is scarce, all eyes look in one direction. Okay. Coral Atoll. It's a land. Coral Atoll enters the battlefield tap. When Coral Atoll enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return an untapped island you control to its owner's hand. But then you get 1 colorless mana and 1 blue mana for the Coral Atoll. We got Evolving Wilds, which is a land, and you can sacrifice Evolving Wilds and search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. Jungle Basin. Jungle Basin enters the battlefield tapped. When Jungle Basin enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return an untapped forest you control to its owner's hand. And when you tap this land, Jungle Basin, you get 1 colorless mana and 1 green mana. So that's what I was talking about. You get dual mana lands, so definitely worth it. And you can put those in any deck if you need them, instead of searching for them by buying a bunch of packs, especially when they are needed to actually play the game. So I'm so happy that they heard the cries of the people to give out the dual mana lands. Memorial to Genius. It's a land. Memorial to Genius enters the battlefield tapped. When you untap it, you can just add a blue mana, or you can pay 5 and sacrifice Memorial to Genius and draw 2 cards. Okay. Real Quarry Tower. Okay. You have no maximum hand size, and I can add I can add a colorless menace. Once guarded by the Knights of the Reliquary, the tower stands now protected only by its own remoteness, its dusty treasures open to plunder by anyone. I wish there's places I could go do that. That'd be cool. Go on an adventure, find some cool stuff. Signet Growth Chamber. Signet people are weird. It's a land. Signet Growth Chamber enters the battlefield tap. When Signet Growth Chamber enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. But you get 2 mana. Every time you tap it, you get a green and a blue mana. Sweet. Signet Guild Gate. Land Gate. Signet Guild Gate enters the battlefield tapped, and I get to add a green or blue mana. Mystery is beauty. Within the unknown, we plumb, revelation. I don't know. Vanifar. Sweet. This is actually a pretty cool picture. Definitely really cool. Awesome. Terramorphic Expanse. It's a land and sacrifice Terramorphic Expanse. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. Take 2 steps north into the unsettled future, south into the unquiet past, east into the present day, or west into the great unknown. That is cool. Okay, we got Thornwood Falls. Thornwood Falls enters the battlefield tapped. When Thornwood Falls enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. And you can tap it and get a green or blue mana. Vivid Creek. Vivid Creek enters the battlefield tapped with 2 charge counters on it. Add 1 mana, remove a charge counter from Vivid Creek, add 1 mana of any color. Okay, that's cool. That's actually really, really cool. So, and then we got Vivid Grove. Vivid Grove enters the battlefield tapped with 2 charge counters on it. You can tap it and get 1 green mana, or tap it and remove a charge counter from Vivid Grove and add 1 mana of any color. Really cool. Really cool. We got Woodland Stream. Woodland Stream enters battlefield tap, and you can add 1 green or blue mana. And then waterways carve their roots through the land to reflect the paths of aether streams cut through the clouds. I don't know if that's true. And then I'm pretty sure these are all going to be lands. So this is all part of the 100 cards. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll count them all up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 green lands. Forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 islands. So that's a max of 30. I said 20 to 30 regular ones. And then these are the cool tokens you get. So there's a beast on one side and an elephant on the other. I don't know why it's not focusing. There you go. So that's pretty cool. And then they all have the same. So you get 4. Oh, well, this one's a different beast. Different beast. From this beast. So that's cool. I got 3 elephants. One with a different beast. And then I got an illusion. Three illusions. Oh, 4 illusions. That was an illusion. And then you got 2 plants. 2 Spaldings. 2 copies. And then I think 4 Spaldings of this kind. But then on the front you got 2 illusions and then 2 copies. But realistically you got 4. Ooh, magic. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm pretty psyched about this deck. Pre-built decks are awesome because then you don't have to put any work into it. But also, you know, they need to be fun, and hopefully this one's fun. I've had a lot of fun with the new commanders that are $20. It's definitely worth my money. You know, like you guys remember, I go off. You know, I don't buy stuff that isn't worth my money, and I actually didn't buy the commander until actually I played it with a friend who bought it, because I was like, I'm not gonna get caught up buying something that doesn't have anything that I actually want. And even with this one, they did add like most of this deck is cards that other people may have but I don't have, where and then there are cards in here that I do have. I would say there was about 10 to 20 cards that I already actually have. So when you buy these decks, you got to remember they're not going to be able to make sure that you get new cards for everyone, other than they said 3 new cards that are brand new, so nobody else would have been able to get those um, at all. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, with 3 new cards. So I got guaranteed 3 new cards, and honestly, I got a lot more cards that are strong, that are powerful, that have multiple effects, that have dual lands, dual mana. Um, really good, awesome pair up. And then they give you all these cool tokens for free. Well, I paid for it, so it's not free, but and then the mana counter, so cool. The only thing that I really would hope to see is these boxes be plastic, just so that they last, because the other one I've only had it for like maybe a month or two, and uh, it's already kind of falling apart. So I'm gonna put some tape on it. But this commander, really good commander. I just think that sometimes they make it so that the amount of mana you pay for them is too much. This is really cool. That's why I bought it. I like serpents. I like snakes. I like leviathans. I like krakens. So, and then I'm gonna get the other one. It's a fire one. This one's more of like a landfall deck, because you saw a bunch of landfall. But then the other deck is more of an equipment deck. So that's cool that they have different styles and different types of mana. So this one's blue green, the other one's a red white, I believe. And I'm going to get that, and we'll open it up together next time. So thank you again for watching. Hopefully you guys saw some cards that you want, some cards that you like. Hit me up. I buy, sell, and trade. My PayPal's in the description, so if you want to leave a donation for me so that I can keep making awesome content, that would be awesome. I also made a Patreon page, so if you guys want to add and see some exclusive content, please feel free to become a subscriber, a patron on my Patreon. Because on my Patreon, I'll show you real fast. Hold on. On my Patreon, we're going to be opening up some Yu-Gi-Oh! Maximum Gold. These are very expensive, very awesome, and have all gold cards. So if you guys are interested in seeing me open the Yu-Gi-Oh! Maximum Gold, go and become a patron on my Patreon. And then I'll see you guys later. Thanks again for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and donate. Thank you.